Orb's strange Earth movements. In the previous part 7, we discussed when the shooting star in Chapter 1, an additional element of the anime, occurs and the overall flow of Chapter 1. This time, we'll be looking at whether the Earth's rotation is really reversed in the original manga. We'll also touch on the execution in Chapter 2, so if that scene upsets you. This is the scene after Rafal falls and has an epiphany. He realized that if the observer moves, even stationary objects will appear to move. In a previous video, I mentioned that the Earth depicted here rotates in reverse. Even if you say that, it's suspicious. It makes me wonder if I'm even crazy. The moon depicted next looks normal. In Chapter 1, after the total lunar eclipse, the moon's pattern doesn't match the normal movement of the night sky. In a previous video, I explained why this is because the Earth's rotation is reversed. But there are actually other scenes where you can read the Earth's movement. This information is currently private because it contains incorrect information. In a video about when Chapter 3 takes place, I explained that in the scene where Jolenta talks about Saturn, the sun rises in the west in the original work. If the sun rises in the east instead of the west, Saturn would be in the north. If the story up to Chapter 3 were set somewhere in the southern hemisphere, the position of the sun and Saturn in the original work would be possible even with normal rotation. However, this would create a discrepancy with the North Star that Gra mentioned in Chapter 2. In the night sky directly under the equator, Polaris is at the same level as the horizon. And if the observation location is further south, Polaris will sink below the horizon. Polaris cannot be seen from the southern hemisphere. Another easy-to-understand depiction is the execution scene in Chapter 2. Manga is made up of still images, so it's very difficult to tell the movement of the stars. But take a look at this, the original manga's double-page spread, where Oczy says, "Beautiful," just before his execution. And then there's the two of them after the execution. The night skies in these two scenes look exactly the same, but they're actually slightly different. I added color for comparison. There's a large star directly below the speech bubble. I'll overlay the two images using the mountains in the background as a reference. The pale blue light is the position of the star before the execution, and the yellow light is the position of the star after the execution. Can you see? The star arrangement remains the same, but the entire night sky is moving from right to left. The large star below the speech bubble has also shifted slightly to the left. This is the normal rotation of the night sky, just like in our reality. Stars move from left to right and east to west. Except for planets moving retrograde, there's no such thing as a single part of the night sky moving in the opposite direction, and this is probably the same in all directions.